Everyone, I am here with the new video for the presentation of my master's project thesis with the title In Silico Based Design of Multi-Subunit Epitope Based Vaccine Against Marburg Virus, an Immunoinformatics Approach. So starting with introduction, immunoinformatics act as an interface between computer science and experimental immunology by using computational methods to study and design algorithms to predict the various potential B and T cell lymphocytes. Integration of this field with immunogenomics has led to a novel approach known as vaccinomyx, which is based on the use of novel bioinformatics approaches to develop the next generation vaccines. Marburg virus disease represents a tremendous threat to public health. It is fatal as it affects the vascular system of body, which leads to significant internal bleeding and organ failure. The first strain of virus was discovered in 1967 in Europe, and in the outbreak history of this virus till 2018, total 40,470 deaths have been recorded out of 60,580 cases. In the recent research, it has been found that this virus is being circulated among some peoples especially in some villages of Nagaland in northeast India, which may be the cause for its next outbreak in India. This virus is one of the most lethal viruses, causing more than 14 epidemic outbreaks up to the date. Therefore, the research in this area is urgently needed. This virus is a member of the family Filoviridae, which is the taxonomic home of several dangerous viruses causing highly fatal hemorrhagic fevers. The virus can cause death in 50 to 90% of victims. The gender ratio for the virus is 3.02 and the fatality rate lies between 23 to 90%. This virus is also included in the list of deadliest viruses with high lethal effects on the host. And currently there are no clinically approved vaccines or therapeutics available to treat the viral infections. Marburg virus disease is clinically indistinguishable from Ebola virus disease as it can be easily confused with the other diseases prevalent in India like malaria, viral hemorrhagic fevers, cholera and enteritis. Illness caused by this virus begins with high fever and headache, muscle aches, watery diarrhea, abdominal pain and cramping, nausea and vomiting, deep-set eyes, expressionless faces, and extreme lethargy are some common and the noted feature of the disease. Fatal cases of this disease have bleeding from multiple areas, multi-organ failure, shock, and death. Aim. Present in silico based study was undertaken to design multi-subunit epitope based vaccine against Marburg virus using a novel immunoinformatics approach. Methodology. First of all, the protein sequences for Marburg virus were retrieved from UniProt database, and next afterward their antigenicity and allergenicity assessment was done. After this, cytotoxic T cells were predicted and immunogenicity was assessed using MHC1 tool of IEDB server. After this, the helper T cells were predicted using MHC2 tool of IEDB and they were validated using IFN epitope server. After this, the B cell epitopes were predicted using ABC-Pred server and they were evaluated using BAPI-Pred tool of IEDB. Then the final vaccine construct was designed by combining the suitable adjuvants and linkers, and their antigenicity and allergenicity analysis was done using the respective servers. After this, the physicochemical properties of vaccines were determined using ProtPAM server offered by XPESI, and the tertiary structure of vaccine was modeled using iTESR. This structure was refined using LexiWeb server and was analyzed and validated using ProsaWeb and ProCheck servers. Finally, the protein-protein docking was performed using ClusPro server. Results and discussions. Retrieval of protein sequences. Total 7 proteins of Marburg virus were retrieved from UniProt database that are listed along with their UniProt IDs. The table shows the shortlisted 5 proteins which were obtained after the antigenicity, allergenicity and immunogenicity analysis of Marburg proteins that were retrieved from UniProt database along with Vaccigen and Antigen Pro scores. Immunological analysis of vaccine using in silico tools. Cytotoxic T lymphocyte prediction. All the immunogenic proteins were analyzed using NetCTL server to predict cytotoxic T cell lymphocytes as they play important role in the cell mediated immune response against antigens in our body and also form the memory cells. The threshold score of less than 0.75 or equal to this was considered for the reliable epitope identification. The predicted epitopes were analyzed for immunogenicity using MHC1 binding tool of IEDB, and epitopes with the positive immunogenicity score were further analyzed for allergenicity and toxicity using the respective servers. This slide shows the table with the selected antigenic, non-allergenic and non-toxic epitopes predicted and analyzed using NetCTL and IEDB. The number of alleles that binds to particular peptide with the percentile rank less than 2 are also being listed in the table. The combinatorial score for each epitope represents the binding affinity of peptide with MHC. The prediction is based on the combined score of MHC class 1 binding and TAP efficiency score. Immunogenicity score here represents the ability of peptide to act as an efficient immunogen. Helper T cell prediction. These epitopes forms an integral part of multi-epitope vaccine construct, so MHC2 binding tool was used to predict the epitopes for Marburg virus. These helper T cell epitopes were further analyzed using IFN epitope server in order to assess their efficacy in eliciting the production of IFN gamma. Anticipated epitopes were arranged on the basis of percentile rank, positive IFN score and SMM score. The table lists the selected antigenic, non-allergenic and non-toxic helper T cell lymphocytes. The helper T cell lymphocytes also helps the B cell lymphocytes to produce the antibodies and to interact with the soluble antigens. So the table lists the selected epitopes. Here the percentile rank are used to clarify the interpretation of scores on the standardized test. The lower percentile rank corresponds to the higher binding affinity, while on the same hand the SMM score represents the binding affinity value of MHC molecule with a peptide for rational epitope discovery. The IFN positive score indicates the capacity of a peptide to induce the IFN gamma release from CD4 positive T cells. B cell epitope prediction. B cells plays an important role in pathogen-specific immunity by producing the antibodies by recognizing the soluble antigens via the immunoglobulins which are anchored on their surface. Total 180 BCL epitopes were predicted by ABC Pred server above the threshold value, and out of them only 21 epitopes were shortlisted on the basis of high score value and rank. 5 BCL epitopes were shortlisted or filtered on the basis of antigenicity, allergenicity and toxicity analysis as shown in the table. B cell evaluation. B cell evaluation was done to confirm the B cell epitopes or to evaluate them using the BAPI-PRED tool of IEDB. The yellow color in the graph shows the residues with the score above threshold value, which are the part of the epitope. The residues in between the position from 40 to 80 and 220 to 280 shows the acceptable value for Chow and Fastman beta-turn prediction. They were predicted as there is high correlation between propensity to form the beta turn and reactivity of protein to antibodies. The residues from the position 80 to 160 and 60 to 200 show the good value for surface accessibility and flexibility respectively, as shown in figure. The residue from 240 to 320 were potentially hydrophilic. Allergenicity and antigenicity assessment. Predicted CT lymphocytes, HT lymphocytes and BCL lymphocytes were analyzed for their allergenicity and antigenicity. Antigenicity here refers to the ability to induce the normal immune response in the body. It is basically a capacity of an antigen to be recognized by an immune system. On the other hand, allergy involves the series of the complex reactions in both intrinsic and extrinsic factors that contributes to the development of a particular disease and for the triggering of the symptoms. The slide shows the design of the vaccine construct. Vaccine was designed by combining the suitable adjuvants and linkers to give the enough space to epitopes in the vivo. Vaccine Vaccine comprises total 404 amino acid residues with good antigenic score. Vaccine evaluation to compute physicochemical parameters. The table here lists the values of the various parameters computed for vaccine evaluation. The solubility of vaccine is an important parameter for its interaction with the host immune proteins in vivo. The solvent accessibility value for exposed medium and buried residues indicate the good post-injection behavior of vaccine. The molecular weight, theoretical PI, and the half-life of vaccine were also in the acceptable range, which were computed using the ProTPAM tool of XPESI. The instability index value, which was 39.62, indicates the stable nature of the vaccine construct. The aliphatic index, which plays an important role in the protein thermal stability, whose value shows that vaccine is thermally stable, while the Gravy shows the hydrophobicity value of the vaccine, and the negative value here means that vaccine is hydrophilic in nature, which is necessary for the interaction of the vaccine with the host immune proteins. Then tertiary structure prediction of vaccine using iTESR. Vaccine construct was modeled using the iTESR server, which gives the output on the basis of C-score. C-score here indicates the confidence score, which is calculated on the basis of the significance of threading template alignments. While the Ramachandran plot shows that there were 78% of Rama favored residues before refinement. After this, the predicted structure was refined using the Galaxy Web server, and after the refinement, the Rama favored residues were increased up to the 85% as shown in figure, and the Z-score value indicates that model is of overall good quality as it was validated using ProsaWeb. Protein-protein docking. Molecular docking is a computational based approach to predict the binding affinity between ligand and receptor. The binding affinity of vaccine and TLR8 obtained from PDB was performed using ClusPro to find the best docked structure. TLR8 is an endosomal receptor that controls the host immune response against the pathogens through the recognition of RNA degradation products that are specific to RNA viruses. Its binding to viral RNA activates the transcription factor and an antiviral response. The slide shows the figure with the best docked model with lowest energy value of minus 1337 kJ per mole. It shows that the structure is properly oriented or located or interacted with its receptor. These are the conclusions and future prospects. Conclusions: the viral disease account for the significant morbidity and mortality, so that there is a need to search for the options in order to tackle them. The viral proteins selected in the current study plays significant role in pathogenesis of Marburg virus to attack the immune system of host. Therefore, in this particular study, a vaccine construct was designed against immunogenic proteins of virus having the potential cytotoxic helper T cells and B cell epitopes that were joined with the suitable linkers and TLR8 agonist, which was acting as an adjuvant. Designed vaccine may be effective enough to control the viral infections, however, it needs the experimental validation. Future perspectives. The vaccinomics helps in the development of the new vaccine in the timely fashion, which is crucial in the recent time due to the ever-rising global burden of viral diseases. Immunoinformatics-based approach to design the vaccines helps in achieving effective, cost-efficient development of vaccine to target the pathogens and to eradicate the disease with the validation of the prediction, which is expected to be done by a wet lab researcher. These are the references. Thank you.